At the launch of Aston Martin's 2026 Challenger, the AMR26, Alonso sent a powerful message that has reverberated through the sport. He declared that this is the beginning of something very important, and when you unpack the layers of meaning behind that statement, you begin to understand why Aston Martin might just be the team to watch this season. This isn't the typical preseason optimism that every team trots out. This is different. This is a message built on a foundation of tangible, game-changing developments that have been years in the making. For the first time in its modern history, Aston Martin is a full-fledged works team. They have a brand new state-of-the-art factory in Silverstone, a new wind tunnel, and a new exclusive power unit partnership with Honda. These are not minor upgrades. These are the fundamental building blocks of a championship-winning organization. For years, under its various guises of Jordan, Midland, Spiker, Force India, and Racing Point, the Silverstone-based team was the perennial underdog, famous for punching above its weight on a shoestring budget. They were masters of efficiency, but they were always limited by their resources, operating as a customer team with older facilities. Those days are over. The excuses are gone. The arrival of the new factory and the Works Honda deal represents the final shedding of that underdog skin. This is a team that is now expected to compete at the highest level. And Alonso himself emphasized this, stating, "I feel this is a very important moment for the team. It's the very first time we are a works team, and we have all the new pieces coming together." But the single most important piece of this puzzle, the one that has injected a surge of belief and excitement into the team, is the arrival of Adrian Newey. The legendary aerodynamicist, the man behind 14 drivers and 12 constructors championships, is now at the helm of Aston Martin's technical department. For Alonso, who has spent his entire career racing against Newey's dominant creations, the opportunity to finally drive one is a moment of profound significance. "A very proud moment for sure," he said. "I've been racing against Adrian for the whole of my career, and now, finally, I can drive one of his cars." This isn't just a driver praising his new boss, this is a legend of the sport acknowledging the genius of another. It's a partnership that F1 fans have dreamed of for years, and it's finally a reality. The weight of this moment was not lost on Newey himself. At the car's launch, he was visibly emotional, admitting that he and team owner Lawrence Stroll were both quite close to having a tear in our eyes when the AMR26 first rolled out of the garage. He described it as a long, emotional journey of passion and a lot of hard work. This is not the reaction of a man who is simply collecting a paycheck. This is the reaction of an artist who has poured his heart and soul into his latest creation, a man who believes he has built something truly special. Newey has achieved everything there is to achieve in Formula One multiple times over. He doesn't need to be here. The fact that he chose to join Aston Martin and that he is so emotionally invested in the project speaks volumes. It suggests that he sees a genuine opportunity to build another championship-winning legacy, to create one more masterpiece before he eventually steps away from the sport. That emotional investment from a figure as revered and successful as Newey is perhaps the most powerful indicator of the AMR26's potential. It's a sign that the hunger for victory at Aston Martin comes from the very top. And if you want to follow the journey of this incredible team and see if they can turn that hunger into a championship, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll be bringing you in-depth analysis and behind-the-scenes stories all season long. Alonso's message goes beyond just the car itself. He has made a striking claim about the leadership of the team, describing Lawrence Stroll and Adrian Newey as two of the most determined and competitive people I have ever met. This is a powerful statement from a driver who has worked with some of the biggest names in the sport, from Flavio Briatore to Ron Dennis. It speaks to a culture of relentless ambition that is being driven from the very top of the organization. This isn't just a team that wants to win. It's a team that is being engineered from the boardroom to the factory floor with a singular focus on victory. Lance Stroll, who has been with the team through its transformation, echoed this sentiment, stating, "We want to win. We want to fight for race wins and championships in the future." There is a unified sense of purpose at Aston Martin that has been noticeably absent in previous years. This powerful message of optimism and ambition is, however, set against a backdrop of a challenging preseason shakedown. At the closed-doors test in Barcelona, the AMR26 completed only 65 laps, the fewest of any team present. On the surface, this could be seen as a cause for concern. But Alonso, ever the strategist, has already framed this in a way that reinforces his confidence in the team's development capabilities. He has emphasized that the second half of the season will be even more important than the first. He believes that the initial races will be about understanding the car, identifying its weaknesses and then unleashing the full power of the team's new factory and wind tunnel to outdevelop their rivals. The Bahrain test and the first couple of races will dictate a little bit the path for the rest of the season, he explained. We are very focused on development of the car. This is the mindset of a team that is playing the long game. They are not just focused on the first race in Melbourne. They are focused on the entire 24-race championship. They understand that in this new era of regulations, the ability to learn and adapt will be just as important as outright pace at the start of the season. Alonso's experience will be crucial in this regard. He is a master at diagnosing a car's weaknesses and guiding a team's development direction. In a season where the learning curve will be incredibly steep, having a driver of his caliber could be Aston Martin's most significant advantage. The arrival of Honda as a works partner adds another layer of intrigue and potential to this story. The Japanese manufacturer is returning to Formula One with a point to prove. Their previous partnership with Red Bull was immensely successful, and they are now bringing that championship-winning expertise to Aston Martin. This is not a customer engine deal. This is a deep technical collaboration. Honda is working hand-in-hand with Newey and his team to create a power unit that is perfectly integrated with the chassis. This level of integration is something that customer teams can only dream of, and it could provide Aston Martin with a significant performance advantage, particularly as the new sustainable fuels are introduced. The ability to co-design the power unit and chassis from a blank sheet of paper is a luxury that only a true works team enjoys. It allows for packaging solutions and aerodynamic concepts that are simply not possible when you are forced to design a car around a pre-existing engine. This synergy between Honda and Aston Martin could be the secret weapon that elevates the AMR26 from a contender to a champion. So, what is the powerful message that Alonso is sending? It's a message of convergence. It's the idea that for the first time, all the necessary ingredients for a championship-winning team are in place at Aston Martin. They have the visionary and fiercely ambitious owner in Lawrence Stroll. They have the legendary designer in Adrian Newey. They have the experienced and hungry world champion in Fernando Alonso. They have the state-of-the-art facilities. And they have the works engine partner in Honda. On paper, it is a combination that has the potential to dominate the sport. Of course, potential is one thing. Performance is another. The limited running in Barcelona is a stark reminder that the road to the top of Formula One is never smooth. There will be challenges, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but for the first time in a long time, there is a genuine belief, both inside and outside the team, that Aston Martin is on the cusp of something special. The quiet confidence of Alonso, the emotional investment of Newey, and the unwavering ambition of Stroll have created a powerful narrative that is impossible to ignore. The AMR26 is more than just a car. It's the physical embodiment of a team's transformation. It's a symbol of their journey from the midfield to the front of the grid. And as the teams head to Bahrain for the final preseason test, all eyes will be on the green machine, waiting to see if the powerful message sent at its launch will translate into a powerful performance on the track. The era of the underdog is over. Aston Martin is here to win.